Hello, I am the Mastermind. Well, you guys, it's been a while since I've done a DVD/Blu-ray update. It's been actually over a month now, surprisingly. But I got a lot of good stuff. Really good stuff. A lot of it. Got a nice big stack of Blu-rays, nice big stack of DVDs, and here we go. I'm gonna get started. And this is gonna be a pretty long video. So I got me a trusty, nice cold beverage here to wet my whistle. I'm going to be talking a lot. So if you guys get pretty bored easily, you might want to steer clear of this video. But I'm going to try to make this as interesting as I possibly can. Did that work? Alright. Alright. We're going to get started with the Blu-rays. These first two you guys have already seen in that Blu-ray Steelbook Walmart video that I did. But just for those of you who have not seen it or haven't had time or whatever, I'm going to show you Doom Blu-ray Steelbook. This one, actually, guys, the fucking transfer on this is absolutely awesome. Like, I was really surprised. Turn the music up a little bit, guys. If you, by the way, guys, can you guys guess who this is playing? But anyways, just see if you guys can guess. But yeah, guys, this is just amazing. One of my favorite sci-fi movies, based on the video game Doom, and the transfer is awesome. Probably one of my favorite Blu-rays. Just a great one. If you guys see this at Walmart, just pick it up. This next one here, I cannot say the same thing, unfortunately. But the Steelbook looks so damn nice in War of the Worlds. The transfer on this is just bad. I took the DVD out of the actual War of the Worlds DVD case I have, and I made my own little combo pack out of it. I got the DVD here and the Blu-ray. I just put the DVD over the Blu-ray, because honestly, the DVD looks better than the Blu-ray. I mean, granted, the Blu-ray is better picture quality, like it's got a richer color, richer picture, but the grain is horrible. Like, there's grain through the whole thing. Usually it's just like a certain scenes inside a building or in a house or whatever, but it's in the whole fucking movie, and damn, it was bad. This next one is, I really like this one. I'm not real big on war movies, but I do like them. Like, my favorite, of course, is Saving Private Ryan. This is Nicolas Cage and Wind Talkers. I really like this one. So it's basically about these two Navajo code talkers. Basically what the code talkers do is that they talk in codes, Navajo tongue that the enemy cannot understand. They're never able to break that. They were never able to break that code, the Japanese. So what they would do is one Navajo would like, let's say the American would give him order to for a battleship to open fire on a certain position. Well, the Navajo would tell the other Navajo in their code, and then the other Navajo would report that to the command or the command center, home base, or like a battleship or whatever out in the ocean, and then they would open fire on the ship, or they would open fire on the position that they were talking about. And that's what they did. And then the main plot of this is basically for the squadron to overtake the island of Saipan and Saigon, my bad, Saigon, which is a Japanese island. You need to overtake that island, and basically the Navajo code talkers, their radios get destroyed, and they can no longer talk, or they can no longer communicate with home base. So basically, it's just a fight for survival after that. So this is a pretty good movie. I really enjoyed it, and the picture quality is quite good. Not amazing, but the transfer was pretty decent. This next one is a really good example of a good slipcover. And my feet are going to be killing me after this video. I just got off work, so damn. This is a great example of a good slipcover. Star Trek. The Next Generation, The Best of Both Worlds. And what this is it's not a movie, but it's the 2 episodes combined. So it's the first episode, it's the last episode on Season 3, the first episode of Season 4, and combined. So it's a great story about how Captain Picard became assimilated by the Borg, and basically the crew of the Enterprise has to try to save him, basically, and turn him back into human. And I gotta show you guys this. This slipcover comes off, and you got Captain Picard here. Take this. It's really fragile. It almost feels like you're gonna break this damn thing. Ah, there we go. So, Captain Picard assimilated, and then he's unassimilated. So yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. And underneath, you got the regular cover, which doesn't look too bad. Looks pretty cool. Yeah, so that was a good one. And also, guys, when you get if you do get this, be very careful putting this back on, because there's ridges here on the armor here that might get ripped. So you just be very careful putting. Damn it! Or I guess you could just do it this way. Alright. Speaking of Star Trek, I want to thank my best friend, Lynn James, which she just recently made a new channel, or her first movie review type channel, where she does movie reviews, and if you guys go over there to her channel, and I'll put the link right down here in the description bar. If you guys go to her channel, and if you want to recommend a movie for her to review, do it, because she'll do it. And so yeah, I'm going to recommend some things for her too to review. And so basically she introduced me to Star Trek, the one, J.J. Abrams. I really enjoyed this one. I thought this was really cool. I will say that there's a lot of lens flares in this. You know, that's J.J. Abrams' specialty. Is the lens flares, which there's quite a few in this. There's quite a few in Super 8 also, but I can look past that though. I mean, they kind of look cool, but he overdid it, I think, in that one. But next one is The Rock in Walking Tall. I really like this one, and if you guys are wondering, some of these are from the $5 Blu-rays at Walmart. Walking Tall was a good one. It's just basically about a guy who got out of the Army or Marines, I can't remember which one it was, and then he realizes that his town has been corrupted by this casino that, you know, basically is ran by people that are just no good, and he tries to rid his town of this filth. That's basically it. Very good movie. Not very long though, actually. It's pretty short, about 80 minutes. This one is a classic. I just can't get enough of this movie. It's just awesome. For some reason, Patrick Swayze is like a badass. He really is. Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse. When you guys talk about classic movies, classic action films, this is one that just comes to mind. I grew up watching this. I always loved this. Rest in peace, Patrick Swayze. He, you know, recently died of pancreatic cancer a couple years ago. And it's pretty sad, but very good actor. He will always be remembered by this movie too. But this is a great one. So yeah, very good one. This is somewhat recently released. I've seen the original, not the original, but I've seen the first one, and I wasn't too impressed by it. Like, it was alright, and the second one here isn't really much better. I just don't like the director's style of filming. Like, he does a lot of this style where he likes to do these random pan-ins and do these weird flashbacks and stuff. It's A Haunting in Connecticut 2. It was okay. I mean, it wasn't anything amazing at all. Not even close. But I'll have to just watch it again sometime just to... Maybe I'll like it better the second time. I don't know, but like, I don't remember. It wasn't terrible. Just wasn't as good as I thought it was gonna be. This one is another classic action film that I like, and I do consider this to be a classic. Not everyone does. Let's see, what year was this? 1995. I remember watching this when I was younger. And it's directed by John Woo, starring Christian Slater and John Travolta, Broken Arrow. And a lot of you guys are thinking, holy shit, I remember that. I forgot that movie even existed. I know when I first seen this on DVD, I have this on DVD also. And when I first seen this, I'm like, holy shit, I forgot that even existed. But yeah, very good one. The transfer's not too bad. It's a little grainy, but not real that bad. Next one here is probably one of my favorite movies. It really is. Probably one of my favorite action films. And it is my favorite of the installment. My favorite of this series. It is Rambo 4. Rambo. Just fucking, yeah, you guys want to talk about just well done. Well done. I haven't heard very many, I've heard bad reviews on this, but not very many. Not very many at all. Very good. I thought this was just very well done. The music, the score is just incredible. And it was just blended in right. It just went well with all the sequences. Sylvester Stallone is just an absolute badass in this, and his one-liners in this are awesome. Like when he said, "When you're pushed, killing's as easy as breathing," and live for something, or what was it? Live for nothing, or die for something. Yeah, those are some pretty good ones. Yeah, there was so much nasty gore in this, like kids getting shot and killed and stabbed. I didn't really like watching that, you know, it was kind of hard to watch because, you know, I like kids. I have a daughter myself, so I don't really like that, but it makes you think that, you know, shit like this in the world really does go on, like civil wars in other countries and stuff. It just made it seem more real, but I really enjoyed this movie, guys. If you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. The Mastermind recommends it, guys. I might even put it in my must-see movie series. But anyways, this one is I have not seen. I've seen this recently, and it was alright. Actually, as a matter of fact, the second one's coming out here in the next couple weeks, I believe. It's The Last Exorcism, and I wasn't really that impressed by this. I mean, it was alright. I didn't like the fact that it was found footage style. It just did not work for this movie. I didn't think it worked for it. You know, I thought Cloverfield, I thought that style of filming worked. I don't know, just for this, it just didn't work for me. Time for a drink. Alright. I need a cigarette. But anyways, this next one here is, I don't usually watch movies like this, but it's, I guess it's what girls call a tearjerker, but it is The Boy in the Striped Pajamas, and, you know, this was actually pretty good. I thought it was well done. I mean, it's about a kid who moves in Germany. He's live in Germany, and his dad's an Nazi SS soldier, and they move in this woods, and they live, and there's a fucking concentration camp behind their house. And of course, you know, he's like a 12-year-old kid, so of course he's gonna be curious and wonder what that is. So he goes over there thinking it's like a farm, and there's this boy behind the fence, and he ends up meeting him and becoming friends with him, talking to him. I'm not going to go any further with that because I don't want to ruin it, but I will say that it's very depressing. So yeah, very depressing, guys. But the only thing I really have to pick about this is, if this family is German, why the hell do they have a British accent? I don't know. That's one thing I noticed. I noticed that the first thing in the movie, as soon as the boy started talking, he had a British accent, and I was wondering, why the fuck do they have a British accent? But anyways, this one's something I'm not real excited about watching, but I'm going to have to watch it anyways, just because I have all of them. It's Batman the movie. This is the one from the 1960s, and I'm really scared, because it just looks bad. I've heard it was good. There's some people that say it was even better than Dark Knight Rises. I can already tell you that that's wrong. But anyways, go check it out. Now we're moving on to the DVDs, guys.